Brown Sugar, we're in open G tuning for this one, Keith's favourite tuning. Take your first string, tune it down to D. Second, third and fourth stay the same. So you've got B, G and D. Fifth tunes down to G and the sixth down to D. He actually takes the sixth string off his guitar, but if you're going to keep six strings on yours, as I do, take it down to D. And we're going to start with that riff. We've got a bar of the 12th fret, and you want the second string at 13 and the fourth string at 14. You want to strum down around the middle of that chord. You're looking at strings sort of 5, 4, 3, 2. Just keep it tight. Don't worry about precisely what strings you're getting, but you don't really want the sixth and you don't really want the first. Then you're going to take the two fingers off and play down on the same strings at the bar. Okay, then bring the bar down to the 5th fret. You're going to go up from the second string and stop it. Then again. Now add the second string at 6, fourth string at 7. Up, down. And back to the bar at the 5th fret, down and stop it. You should have that, and you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Okay, now why are some ups and some downs? It's because your right hand is moving continually in the rhythm 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the strums are going to come out of that constant movement of the right hand. So you go down or up depending on where in the pattern that hand is. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Yeah? So it's down on the beats, up on the ands. You'll play that riff 4 times. Then on the and of 4 of that bar, so 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. On the and of 4, come up to a bar of the 8th fret and play an up strum there. We're going to play this. Okay, so bar of the 8th fret, up strum from the second string. We're at bar 8 of the tab if you're following along there. So the up strum at the end of bar 8. Then you're going to go into the shape we've been playing before with these two fingers, right? So it's the second at 9, fourth at 10, down, and then down and up with the two fingers off again, and stop it. Come down to 5, up. The two fingers go down, and we'll play up, down. And let it ring this time. And then down, up with the fingers on, then off. And stop it. So coming from where we came in on the 8th fret at the end of bar 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. That and of 4 is the 1st fret bar. Up from the second string. We're going to play that. So up on the 1st fret. Now the finger that goes down is the 3rd finger on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, all the 3s. We'll go on and off with that finger as we go up, down. In fact, we'll go on, off, on as we strum up, down, up. Down. So we've gone off, on, off, on. That last up might be a blurred one because you'll be moving to a bar of the 3rd fret and the fingers down in the standard position, where we'll go down, up with fingers on and off. So 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the and of 4 back up to the 5th fret bar, 2 fingers down, up and stop again, and then up down with the fingers off just the bar at the 5th fret. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. You can let that one ring a bit. What comes next is we're going to repeat that. So from the end of bar 12, you come back up on the and of 4, 3 and 4 and 1, and we'll play that whole sequence again. So that in total is the whole intro. Let me come and put the whole thing back together slowly. So the second guitar part to Brown Sugar, this one of course is playing across the main rhythm of the first guitar part, so you have to know the record to understand where these parts are going to fit around the other guitar part. This is not a part that you want to play on its own, if that makes sense. But it works very well with the other part, of course, and it starts with this little lick. So we're coming in over the C chord, so Keith is going ba 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 ba. It's the end of that ba 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 that lick comes in. 5th string 3 5, 4th string 3 5. Counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It rings across almost the whole of the next bar, and then you're going to make a C power chord shape. 5th string 3, 4th and 3rd strings at 5, and come up from the 3rd string. You could go down if you like there, but it's coming on the and of 4, so I like to come up. So if we count through the whole of that first section of the intro, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4 and 2, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4 and. That's all the times that you play that little part. 3 times you're going to play the little lick, followed by the power chord. Then we're going into this section. Which is very similar to what the other guitar part's playing. But we're in standard tuning, of course, this time. I didn't stress that at the beginning, but that's what we're in. We've got a 4-string bar at the 8th fret, top 4 strings at the 8th fret, and a little dug-a-dung around strings 4 and 3. Where we're going, so jig-a-jing on the 4th-string bar, just strings 4 and 3. Doesn't matter if you get 2, but don't get 1. Then the 3rd string at the 10th fret, again strings 4 and 3, down, down, and up from the 3rd string, back at the 8th fret. Dig-a-dung. So that finger is off, off, on, off. Down to a 4-string bar at the 5th fret. Here we're going to play strings 3 and 2. You can get 4 as well, that'll be fine. We're going up, up, down, down, up, with the finger going down on the 2nd string at the 6th fret. So off, off, on, off. So we're counting from the power chord 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and a 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 2, 3 and 4, and. Actually, on the and of 4, then we're going to the power chord shape on the low strings. Power chord shape here is the 6th string at 4 and the 4th string at 6, 5th string at 6. Up, so 3 and 4, and down, down, 3 and 4, and 1, 2. Up 2 frets to fret 6 and 8, down, up 2 more frets to 8 and 10, up, add the 5th string at the 12th fret, up, down, and back to the 10th fret, down, and it'll be followed by coming back to the 8th fret shape again. So 3 and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, or actually, you can go jugga-jung sometimes he just goes up, down. So whether you go up, down, or jugga-dung, it's really up to you. He puts it in sometimes, not other times. Okay, twice you'll play that 8th fret, 5th fret power chord sequence. That sequence. So that connected to the first bit we played is the whole intro here. So let's play through that again slowly all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4, and 3 and 4, and 2, 3, 4, and 3 and 4, and 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. That is your intro on the second guitar part, and then we're into the verse. Something the Stones liked to do on these classic tracks was to put a simple strummed acoustic guitar part in the mix just to add texture and fatness to the mix. So this is a really, really simple part, and it's just included for that reason. It just adds some substance to the mix. We're just going to strum simple chords. For that reason, even though we're in the same key, of course, as the electric guitars, we're going to capo at the 3rd fret. We're in standard tuning. That allows us to play very simple chord shapes. We don't come in until the intro moves. You remember, it starts off with you know, the very famous kind of Keith riff, and then it changes to a second part halfway through, and it's the second part that the acoustic guitar comes in on. So it's right at the end of bar 8. Playing that kind of thing. So we're going to go from C to A to F and G and A, and then we'll repeat that. Now listen, the strum pattern, there's no way that you can get through this with just one strum pattern, because it's constantly played in different ways with different accents. Lots of up, that kind of vibe. But the key to it is to keep the right time moving 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're better to play that kind of groove and just try and accent the odd up, and you should find that the subsequent down is just a little bit de-accented. I'm also occasionally muting by relaxing the chord shape. That would be on the beat. 1 and 2 and 4 and. Yeah, so keep the constant groove in 8th notes and just allow the pattern to emerge out of that. That's much more important than trying to get any standard strum pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm holding an A chord down here because we're in the key of A, allowing for the fact the capo is on the 3rd fret. Alright, now we start on C then, so we've got a bar of C, bar of A, bar of F, or half a bar of F, and G sharing a bar and a bar of A. But, to get it more like brown sugar, try and bring some of these chords, if not all of them, in on the and of 4 of the previous bar. So we come in on C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 2 and 3 and 4, and is A, and 2 and 3 and 4, and is F. G can come in on 3 and 4, and then and is A for a full bar. And then we're going to repeat that. C, or on the and of 4 actually, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 2, and 2, 3, and 2, 3.